Hey y'all, welcome back. So today I have a brand new pen from Narwhal to share with you. This was sent to me by Goldspot to review. They included a couple of stickers in their package, which I think is new for Goldspot. I don't feel like I have other Goldspot stickers, so that's kind of nice. And they also included this cute little Narwhal sticker as well. It says Goldspot pens. So I really like that. That's super cute. This is not the pen that, well, maybe I don't think that's the pen that I got. So, um, anyway, we'll leave that here. So here is the box. This is a different box than I've seen before. Maybe, I haven't bought a Narwhal pen in a while. So I like this little, like, slender cardboard box. It's got a sticker on the end with the name, and it just pulls out, like a little drawer. Has a user guide and warranty in here. And here is our lovely pen wrapped in plastic. So here is this beautiful pen. It is a Mackenzie diamond cast material called Nebulosa Laguna, named after the Lagoon Nebula, which is in the Sagittarius Constellation. And I just think it's really pretty. This got a lot of sparkle in this material. It's not the first pen that Goldspot has sold in this material. They had a Memento Zero, a Leonardo Memento Zero in the same material, and it sold out. So they commissioned some more of this material from Mackenzie and sent it to Narwhal to make these pens. So this is the original Plus model. And what makes it Plus, I guess, is that it is a vacuum filler. So a little overview. It's got this beautiful gold finial. I love the Narwhal clip. There's a bug flying around in here that I keep trying to catch. Their beautiful clip that I always love. Look at this cat band. It says Narwhal in the English spelling, which I think is interesting. Huh. I don't know if all their pens say that. We'll find out in a little bit when I get out my other two and see what they say. And it has this piston knob at the other end, which is for the filling mechanism. Let's see, let's open it up. It opens in about 1 3/4 turns, so it's not one. There you go, 1 3/4. The script section feels really comfortable. It's not too little, I don't feel like, and but it's not too chunky either. Narwhal makes their nibs in-house, and I love that old logo that they used as well. I probably like that logo better than the new one. It was just so classy. So I mean, like, at first glance, this almost looks like a sailor nib. You see that? I mean, it's not like a copycat, I don't think, but it's just kind of got that feel, I feel like, as a sailor nib with the engraving. So let's get this pen inked up. I was thinking about inking it with the new Pelican, Ink of the Year. What is it called? It's that dark blue with the gold shimmer, and I may try that in here at some point because it would match really pretty, I think, but it does have shimmer in it, so I think I don't want to start this out with a shimmer ink. We're going to start it out with a very simple blue from Erbon. It is a dark, almost navy blue, and I will get out my swatch card to show you. Oh no! Here it is. It's kind of a deep, dark blue. I think it'll be a good one to try because I think this is a fairly wet ink. And I always like a wetter ink in a new nib. So let's ink this up. Look how beautiful. So the way a vacuum filler works, if you're not familiar, you unscrew this knob in the back, pull it all the way back. One thing about this material, it is, as far as I can tell, there's no transparency, so you may not be able to see how much ink is in there, but once we get some of this dark ink in there, I will see if you can actually see through some of the lighter spots. So we open up our ink. I'm going to hold tight onto it. There's a little bubble on the top. Let's pop that. All right. So you submerge your nib into your ink up to about here at least, because your ink is going to go in through this breather hole here. I know most of you know how this works, but we always have newbies, and I like to be friendly to the newbies. And then you push down. I know you can't see this real well. Let me see if I can tilt it a little bit. Push. Oh no. Okay, let's try again. I'll turn it over. Tilt it just a little bit so hopefully you can see it. And push down. I have spilled ink on my hand. So you push down on this rod. It's not wanting to go down very quickly. And as soon as it hits, it like whoosh, sucks ink up into the barrel. All right. Hopefully I got some ink in there. It's kind of hard to tell. Had a little trouble pushing down the, what is this called? The rod, the valve. Y'all, there are some little sugar ants on my desk. I have ink all over my hands. Okay, this is chaotic. I'm sorry. But I think I have some ink in this pen, so we're going to try it out. I also have ink on the outside of this bottle and on my hands. So let me quickly, I'm going to grab a wipe and wipe off my hands.
One eternity later.
I don't mind having ink stains on my hands. I just don't want that fresh ink on there that's going to like get onto other stuff, you know? That's going to be lovely around my nail there for a couple of days. So, all right, my trusty Hippo Noto. Let's give this pen a test run. I did request this pen in a fine nib, with a fine nib. And I'm kind of curious to see how different this, if this fine nib is different from the original one that I had. I need to go get those other pens so I can show you. But let's do a quick writing sample, and then I'll go grab the other two narwhal pens that I have, and we can look at them together. So we have a narwhal, original plus. This nib feels really smooth. In Nebulosa Laguna. And it has a fine nib. It is a gold spot exclusive. And wow, this nib is really smooth. I do feel like it is very true to, like it's a very true fine nib. It doesn't feel too wide. It doesn't feel too narrow. Like I would not call this an extra fine, but I also don't feel like it's, like I feel like it's finer than a medium would be. I feel like it's a good name for it. If you write really, really tiny, you know, I think it would work pretty decently for you. It's not, this pen is not offered in an extra fine, but I don't feel like this one is very broad. Does that make sense? So, wow, I really like that. And that ink is flowing really nicely in it. Let me get my other two narwhal pens and we can look at them side by side. Okay, I'm excited for this comparison. Here is our narwhal original plus. here is my narwhal original. I don't know what the name of it is now, but it was their like original ones that they first released. All they had was this one. It only came in one nib size, which they called fine. I found it to be a little bit wide for a fine, a little bit closer to a medium, and it's a piston filler, not a vacuum filler. And I think they were $49 when they were first released. And here is my Nautilus. This was the 2023 year of the rabbit. And it's also in a diamond cast material, isn't it? Isn't that pretty? So, interesting comparison here. These two are almost identical in size and in shape. One difference I'm immediately seeing is that on the original Plus, this band is on the cap, and on the original, the band is on the pin. So that is a difference. You know what? And actually, I'll put on the screen. I'm not even sure if you can buy this exact same one anymore. But you can see that they've been using that same beautiful like nautical clip. Obviously, this one's in a silver color. They've had that pretty round, plain finial for a long time. What year did these come out? It's been several years. 2019, 2020, 2018, somewhere around there. And even this one has that beautiful finial. This one is numbered because this was a numbered edition. This one also is a piston filler, not a vacuum filler. So this one is unique to my little small narwhal collection. But yeah, this seems really special. Oh, and let's see. Yes, this one obviously says narwhal because it was, which doesn't surprise me because it was before the name spelling change. And does this one say? Yes, this one also says the English spelling of narwhal. It's in that all these little waves that are engraved there too, so it's a little bit different. This one's in a medium nib, and it is a gold nib as well. So it's a little bit softer, a little bit broader. Like I said, this one they called a fine, but it was their only nib they offered, and it was a little bit wider, I think, than this fine. In fact, it is still inked up. So this one is waiting to be washed. But this other one is inked. So let me see if I'm lying to you. Let's see. I'll look at this later and go, what was I writing with? I'm calling it the original because is the original pen. Okay, it's not much different, but a little bit. Like, I can feel the difference almost more than we can see it. It's just a little bit broader, and it is a different ink. So maybe I'm kind of wrong about that. It feels to me like the grip sections are very comparable. Y'all, I feel like this is very chaotic, and I apologize. These grip sections feel very comparable to one another. They're a slightly different shape down at the nib, down close to the nib. Let's focus. Just slightly different right at the end, but they look to be about the same width to me and length. So that's really cool. Like, I feel like that is kind of a testament to how well they designed the original narwhal fountain pen, that they haven't changed the shape, all the way to now when they're making these beautiful ones in diamond cast material. Like, they haven't changed the clip, they haven't changed the shape, the caps are the same shape aside from, like I said, that band difference. They're the same length. Like, like I said, I think this is a testament to just how well they did with this first one. That they're still using the same design. So again, piston fillers, vacuum filler. That is what makes this one really special, I think. And I don't think I see the ink in there. if I got very much in there. I honestly was struggling a little bit to fill it. I should have used something with a bigger bottle. Like that's really what was hard is this bottle was kind of small and I was having a hard time holding the bottle and pushing down on the rod, the vacuum rod. Um, One thing to note with a vacuum filler, if you haven't used them much, is that this rod has a gasket on the end, or is that what it's called, y'all? Like a rubber stopper, and it closes off um, the barrel where most of the ink is from the feed, which is inside the grip section. It closes it off, and so you can use it until you run out of ink in the feed, but then you gotta let some more ink in there. So if you're going to be writing for a long time, it's smart to open the valve to let some ink flow towards your nib. But anyway, here we are, the brand new Gold Spot exclusive Narwhal Original Plus in Nebulosa Laguna, available October 10th. It is $89, which is a fantastic price for something like this. I think the Memento Zero was more than double that price. So if you missed out on this beautiful material before, now is your chance. So yeah, and I am going to use this pen for a few days. It is not yet October 10th. So if I have anything to add, I'll come back and add a little addition to this video. But yeah, thanks for hanging out with me today. I hope you will check out this lovely pen. Hit like and subscribe if you enjoy my channel. I know my videos can be a little chaotic because I sometimes have trouble like processing and talking at the same time, but it's still fun, I hope, for everyone, and I appreciate all of you. So, all right, y'all take care. Have a great day. I'll talk to you very soon. Bye.